Okay, so here we are again, back at CCW 2026, and who do we have this time? Igor, who's the guru of events from Airbus. What's your title?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I am a head of events or guru of events, or basically event manager.
We're in the company of Luke Stanley. He's
pre-sales engineering at Sepura.
So look who we've got this time. It's Alfonso de la Cruz. Welcome. Just tapping into the vibe of CCW 2026, so let's dive into it. You've had the chance to meet many people, I'm sure, over the course of the 2.5 days so far. So just what are you picking up from the show this year?
There's many things. There have been a lot of talk about, of course, the global situation, the conflicts and there and here, but also there is many activities happening in this business. So if I need to list few of course, the defense and military that is coming, mixing this traditional public safety business. So at least that I have heard many places, but not so much AI. I was expecting much more AI things, but that hype haven't come and landed yet here. Some AI things there, but drones, you can see drones everywhere, and those are mainly those things that I have catch these 2 busy days already.
It's interesting compared to a few years ago when MCX first started coming onto the agenda. That seems to be the common theme of the show. And what you do, you have customers, you have organizations who, let's say a few years ago, were aware of it, but now it's really starting to become tangible. So they're all having to start considering that journey, not just here in the UK, places like Norway, Finland, Sweden and other markets. They're all now considering, what do I do? What are the solutions, both from a device perspective, infrastructure, applications? So that's been a common theme, asking different suppliers, how can you help us with this transition journey?
This has been a very exciting CCW. Why? Because the conversation, every CCW is exciting, seeing the different stakeholders talking and listening, because I think that's what makes it interesting. But this one has been quite interesting because we've finally started to see the transition for global operators, the decision makers, to move from just a strategy to how do we execute. And what we've realized is that the question is, what are the steps? What is the systematic questions that we have to ask ourselves and that we have to ask our industry partners to get the nationwide critical communication systems ready for the next generation? How to integrate with TETRA, with narrowband, how to make sure that they pick the right partners for their broadband adoption, and the myriad of solutions that they're going to enable with the next wave of mission critical systems.
Well, you've got some big national projects that will certainly drive a lot of the discussion. And they have various endpoints, which are then obviously making the end user organizations have to prepare for that. But you also have, interestingly, although MCX is dominating a lot of the conversations, TETRA is still growing. So for us, is actually two streams here. TETRA is going to remain very important for us going into the next decade. But at the same time, you've also got certain parts of the world, certain markets where broadband is taking off as well. So it's balancing both sides of that equation to fulfill the needs of our end users and customers.
I think what we have seen here that earlier CCW, there was a huge hype to going to the narrowband to broadband, but now there is real cases. So now we will see in the future that references, who have done what and which operators, which customers have really implemented. So I think that we will see also in the future, the real use cases.
I think we are starting a transition towards action, towards tendering. That's what I say, from planning to tendering, right? We are going to see more conversations that are going deep into the how and the when. And what we are entering is a period of partnerships of incumbent companies like DAM and the new players, because the beauty of the pivot that you mentioned in the industry is that it's not just about technology. So it's also about the landscape. It's growing, it's expanding. More and more companies are seeing the value in providing solutions that are reliable, secure, and that address that deterministic performance that is needed to help the ambitious initiatives that our public safety and critical verticals have.
I think it's been a really interesting show, and I see a lot of overlap in different areas. Clearly, we're talking about ESN, we're talking about the future connectivity of public safety across Europe. Yet we're also seeing parallels. We're talking about transportation, and you can see that there's a massive overlap with cross-border communications for the future of telecommunications in that sector as well.
Exactly. I think it's a beautiful thing in the line of that pivot. We're not only pivoted in technology, we're also pivoted in the idea that they don't have to work in isolation. All of these mission critical groups now need to think, we don't need to walk this journey alone. We can collaborate, and creating that truly interworking collaborative ecosystem, it's a success and a journey on its own. And I feel like I absolutely agree with you. Public safety working with other verticals, with other technologies, and with within their peers and agencies is very refreshing to hear.
We know you have to get back, so we're going to do the quick fire round now. It's just quick questions, 1 word or 2 word answers back. Okay, let's go. So what's the biggest word or theme of CCW 2026 for you?
Airbus.
All right. If you had a second one, what would it be?
Yeah, of course. That was an obvious one first, but I think the real use case, real cases, not anymore a hype or PowerPoint. There is cases, real customer cases.
Adoption models and collaboration.
Transition.
Hybrid or next-gen broadband? Which one is dominating the conversations right now?
Broadband.
Broadband?
Yeah, still. Yeah. And hybrid is coming there, but it has to be kind of relevant and end-to-end. So hybrid and broadband, but maybe order is broadband hybrid.
Hybrid, coexistence, and partnership.
It's hybrid because that's linked to the transition and a smooth transition.
You are a veteran at these things. So what is your biggest tip for getting through an expo like this?
2 strong cups of coffee at 9 o'clock, followed up by another one around about 12 o'clock.
Choose right location. Location.
Okay, so.
Of you stand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you will surprised next year.
Got 2
Two.
comfortable shoes.
We did mention that off camera as well.
Yeah.
And definitely listen more than you talk. It is an opportunity to get the vibe of many different stakeholders. So here's the opportunity to actually absorb that feedback, that vibe, and where the different stakeholders have their sights set to.